And welcome live stream viewers tuning in. About to get underway here with Superstar Saturday Showdown. We got our sportsman class up first. Mr. Darrell's going to lead us off, followed by Chloe Bronick, Jason Harmoning, and Brad Mallon. Transponder's looking good. Here we go. And we're clean and green. A little late start here tonight, but that's okay. It's starting to cool off. It's turning into a beautiful evening. Getting a good camera for you folks out there in live stream land. Once again, if you're watching online, jump in the chat. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Got some new settings today for all our live stream. We'll see how it works out. All right, it's Darrell showing the way. Chloe in second by 1.3, Harmoning in third by 1.1, and Mallon back 3/10 in fourth. Brad's got the fast lap of a 6.49. Darrell just dropped a 6.7. Chloe's got a 7.2. Jason with a 6.9. One down, three to go. Up next will be short course late model start heading this way. That's going to be George, Michael, David, and David. All right, now everybody's got 10 laps into this. Chloe Bronick showing the way in their purple square body out there on a 33-lap run. Fast lap of 7.0. She's just doing it consistently, and that's the name of the game. Mallon in second at the line. Looks like Darrell might take over that second spot now. No, Mallon keeps it up. 3 seconds behind Chloe. Jason back a little bit more in third by 2.7 now. Darrell back 8/10. Every lap is changing around. Caution on the back straight. Stay high on the back. And we are clear. Just about halfway, drivers. You're there halfway. Pick up our leader going through turn 2, now down the back straightaway. Dropping 7.0s, 7.1s pretty consistently here. She's got to yell at the old crew chief to make it faster. Trying a real low line there. Might want to open up the straightaways a little bit, Chloe. Keep a little more momentum through the corner. It's a tight race here. 33 laps for the top 3. Darrell on a 32. It is 8/10 between our top 3. Darrell back 5 seconds. He's just got to keep it a little cleaner than he did a couple laps ago. Right there, too. That is a great race between these 4. Trying to remember who's running what. Oh, watch out. One's in the infield. I think that might be Mallon. He's running the shaker body, I think it is, or the Chevelle, one of the two. He's definitely got the speed. You just got to slow down sooner. He has a 6.49. If he just hit the marks. Oh, not that low. Caution in the front straight. Go high on the front. And we're clear. 5 seconds. Once again, short course late model. You guys are up now. That is time. Race it out. Keep going. Looks like we might have a new leader here at the end of this one. And shut it down. Jason Harmoning going to take that one by 2.1 seconds over Chloe. Both with 33 laps. Harmoning with a 4.03, Chloe with a 4.05, Darrell with 32.403, Mallon 32.403, 3/10 between those two. That is a great race there. All right, drivers, put your car on the table, turn it off, the radio off, and head back out the track to Marshall. Short course drivers, let's get them down and checked in. If you're here on site or you're at home and watching online, you can hit up rcscoringpro.com for all the detailed results, plus the live stream if you want it as well. Once again, that's rcscoringpro.com for our online results. Looks like we got the great Mark Mosier tuning in. Let me know how it looks out there, Mr. Mark. I can't tell. We've done some new stuff tonight. Hopefully make a better picture. All right, all my drivers are checked in. Looks like we got some marshals out there. Well, let's roll them up, bring up the speed. You got 90 seconds to turn and burn. All right, looks like our drivers are happy with what they have. Like Dave's trying to dial in something on his radio. Remember, when it says beep boop, that means no. All right, drivers, the order is George, Michael, Ponder, and Coleman. Transponder's looking good. Pick it up just a little bit, George. Here we go. Ooh, not out to the wall like that. We know Ponder and Coleman pretty good here. We know Todd, Mr. Michael Todd, no slouch either. George has been cranking it up a couple notches lately. She's pushing like a little bit of a dump truck there. Caution out of 2, and Coleman spinning around a little bit. I'll give it a couple more seconds. We'll go in that race order. "45 seconds into it, Michael Todd showing the way by a quarter second over David Ponder. Coleman back 2.9 in third, and Bronick back 3.3 in fourth. Fast lap is Coleman, a 5.82. Michael Todd just turned a 5.91. Ponder with a 5.84, and Bronick with a 6.24. Your leader in that blue and white. Now looks like Ponder taking over in the all gold. Oh, excuse me, gold and white. Ponder trying to find a way past Todd here. Looks like he got a little bit more on him. Ooh, that was a little ballsy. Oh, there it is. Michael getting too high, and Ponder could not, and he saves it. They are half a second apart on the clock here. Coleman trying to run him down quietly. He's back 3.2, and George behind him by 1 lap at the line. Just about halfway, drivers. Up next, Low C Sprints, come on down. Got Steve, Mike Rains, Jason, Chris Bradley, Ron. You guys are up in just under 2 minutes. New fast lap for Michael, a 5.81. Ponders picked it up to a 5.73 now. Your leader coming off turn 4, that white and blue. David Ponder in the gold and white. Coleman in the green and white. And Bronick with the pink, black tip. It's like Bronick needs a little more steering in that thing. That front end's just lifting off the ground, so maybe a little stiffer on this rear springs. We'll find out next round, I guess. 1:10 to go. Everybody's got a 5.7 or a 5.8 with George with a 6.0. Once again, Losey sprint to staging. We got Steve Orr tuning in online. We got Lutak tuning online. Let me know how the stream's looking. We made some changes for tonight, so I'm curious how it looks. "18 seconds, drivers. Almost there. The 40-lap run going for Ponder and Michael Todd. They're separated by 1.3 at the line. And Coleman giving them room to work here. Appreciate the sportsmanship. That is time. Keep going, keep going. Nobody's done yet. And everybody should be done. Shut it down. David Ponder going to set that early one by 1 second. 40 and 4.04 to Todd's 4.05. Coleman 39 and 4.05. And Bronick with 35 and 4.03. Everybody right there. Fast lap 5.73 to a 5.82. And Bronick with a 6.0. Not bad, not bad. All right, our low seat sprints, let's get them down and checked in. All right, drivers, slow it down. Red light is on. Cars may be driving backwards under red flag conditions. And we want our marshals out there to take care of any problems before they become a real big problem. All right, looking for a couple check-ins here. Mr. Steve, if you're out there checking for me. Hold on. All right, Jason Harmoning, you check in. And I'm assuming that's Ron. All right. Like we have some marshals out there. Gentlemen, roll them off. You got 95 seconds. Plenty of room out there. Give yourself some room to work. Once again, it's just hot laps. Oh, caution on the front straight. We will be blowing the track off before our novice class is here up next. They're telling me the stream looks good. Appreciate it. All right. Looks like everybody's happy with what they have. Well, let's roll it off in order. It's going to be Steve, Mike Raines, Jason, Chris, and Ron. All right, transponders looking good, gentlemen. Here we go. Once again, you're not on the clock till you cross that line. Go, go, go. And we are off and running. Caution in 2. Ooh, somebody's got some power out there. Caution on the front straight. Go high, go high, go high. And we're clear. And right now, Chris Bradley showing the way, 35.403 pace by half a second over Jason Harmoning. Mike Raines in third by 8:10. Steve in fourth. Looking from across the line here, give you a difference. Looks like he's back about a lap. And Ron just dropped a new fast lap of a 7.8 for himself. He's back another lap in fifth. Some of these guys' first time here. Track conditions a little drier than I'd like it, but only so much water you can put down. Then again, rain this week. Caution out of 2, stay high off of 2. Now low off of 2, stay low off of 2. Once again, we will be blowing the track off after this race. 95 seconds down, 2:25 to go. Go high on the front, high on the front. Stay high on the front. Great job, great job. All right, Harmony with fast lap 6.30. Rain's got a 6.47. Chris Bradley with a 6.43. Caution on front straight, go low, inside. Now high, to the pop, to the wall, to the wall, to the wall. Woo. Good job, Marshall. Michael Todd having to move faster than he's had to move in a while, I'm sure. It's Chris. Jason still battling out here, 1 second apart at the line. Rains back a couple seconds in third. Steve back a couple laps in fourth. Ron trying to run him down here. They're about a lap apart. Caution in 2. And we're clear. Unless Chris has changed his tires on me, he's running the AKA arrays or whatever they're called. Bradley looking for a way past. Caution in 4, caution in 4. Caution in 2, caution in 2. It's Jason out front by a lap now. Bradley with a long lap there a couple laps ago. Has a fast lap of a 6.22. Harmony with a 6.228. Rains a 6.4. Steven a 6.9. And Ron with a 7.8. And I think one pulled it off. 23 seconds to go. Ooh, somebody almost went in the infield there. Who was that? I think it might be Steve. That is time. Drivers, race it out, race it out. Keep going. Jason's done. Mike is done. Everybody else keep going. Steve's done. Chris is done. Shut it down. Jason Harmoning taking that one. 35.401. Chris Bradley with 34 laps. Rains 33. Steven with 26. And Ron pulling it off of there after 20. Fast lap going to Chris Bradley, a 6.222. All right, we're going to pause for the cause here and blow the track off. All right, boys and girls, let's get them down and checked in. Also need my marshals out there from that last race. Anybody else need a transponder in this race? Once you check in, just park it. We gotta get all these transponders set up here. I need my marshals out there from that last race. That should be Harmoning. Bradley, Crozen, and Harmoning, perhaps. All right, I need Mr. Boo to check in for me. Start finish lines in the middle of the front straightaway. All right. Eric Crozen, if you're out there, check in for me. Mr. James, why don't you follow him across the line? John Posey, check in for me, John. All right, as soon as Bob gets out there, we'll get him checked in. In the meantime, drivers, let's bring him up to speed. Ignore that timer. Gonna have a minute to turn and burn here. All right, guys, just high laps. You want to get a feel for the conditions of the track. The temperatures change, so the track's going to change. The humidity in the air is going to change. I have to make a couple little adjustments to account for that. All right, Mr. Bob's checked in as well, and he's in the infield trying to get back to his asphalt roots. All right, looks like everybody's happy with their high laps. Like we got some who's in here in the south end? I had 5 racers in that last race. I know Rains can't be out there with the scooter. I need somebody at the south end. We got... Well, that's the north end. I think we have somebody up there. I should have Jason, Ron, Steve, and Chris. Deacon's up there. Need somebody here at the south end to help out Mr. Jason. Sounds like Terry's got that. Thank you, sir. All right, drivers, bring them up to speed. We'll give you guys a minute. What? Oh, we already did give them time, didn't we? I'm losing my mind. All right, boys and girls, sorry about that. The order is Boo, Eric, James, Bob, and John. Let's get in that order. Where's Boo at? All right, everybody stop. We're going to have Boo stop in front of the stoplight on the back straight. Boo, bring it up to the stoplight up there. And stop. Thank you, sir. All right. Eric, you'll be second behind him. All right, James will be third. Mr. Bob will be fourth. And John in the late model will be last. So, where's Eric? I need you up space, sir. We missed one? Okay. Uh-oh. Picked a fine time to leave me loose, wheel. Gentlemen, this is a great time to remind you about Men's Health. It matters. Check your nuts. Give him a second here. It's our novice class. We're a little more lenient with this stuff here. Normally, minutes graces are a minute. So that's looking a little better. All right, he's back out there here. Mr. Eric's going to line up second. Mr. Ben, start leading him off, sir. James, your third. There you go. Take out Bob. Show no mercy. Sweep the leg. And thank you, sir. Here we go. And we're off and running. We got to work together here. It's group qualifying. Whoa, Ben going deep into 3. Caution in 3 and 4. And we're clear. Bob out there sashaying across the straightaway. We've got to calm down the steering on that stuff. It'll help you out a lot. All right, after 40 seconds, it's John, Eric, James, Boo, and Bob at the line. This is novice. Their goal is to finish the race in one piece. And Bob going to save it there. Is he going to save it? Yes, he does. John out front on a 30-lap run. James on a 30-lap run. James is rocking that Traxxas, the short course truck with the stock body on it. He is running some of those street tread tires. I forget what they're called. He's pretty hooked up right now. Eric in third, Boo in fourth, Bob in fifth right now. All right, novice drivers, you got to calm down a bit. Plenty of time. Drive the thing straight down the middle of the lane and straight through the middle of the corner. %90 of RC is not overdriving the car. The other half is tires, having the right stuff. Caution in 3, go low through 3, low through 3. Mr. Smuller's out there doing some super marshalling. Up next, novice heat 2, start heading this way. You got Ben, Ryan, Dave, and Ron. If you need a transponder, come see me. You heard her there, 1 to go. 31 lap pace for John Posey right now, out there in that buggy late model. James Cura in the Traxxas truck. Back 5.2. He's got the fast lap though for 6.89. Eric back about a lap here at the line. Eric in the orange and white / street stock. Boo Poozy out there in the Traxxas Bandit buggy. And Bob, I believe he's rocking a Traxxas Slash as well. New fast lap for Bob at 9.4. Starting to get the better hang of it here. Caution on the back, caution on the back. And we're clear. That is time, drivers. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. Eric is done. John is done. James and Boo's done. Looking for Bob and shut it down. John Posey going to take that one 31.404. Kura back 3.4 with a 31.407. Eric with 28 laps. Boo 23 and Bob with 19. You guys did the most important thing, was to finish your first race. Great job. All right, if you're coming off the track, put your car on the table, turn it off, the radio off, return any transponders to me, and head back out the track to Marshall. All right, got a lot of transponders set up here. I need Mr. Ben to check in for me one more time. Just turn around, go down the front straightaway. You can do whole laps here. We got things to do. All right, Ryan, cross the start-finish line. All right, hold on. I got to change that. All right, Ryan, one more time. Mr. Ron, check in for me, Ron. And we'll get Mr. Dave in there in just a second. Mr. Dave, check in for me. Looks like we got some marshals out there. All right, drivers, bring them up to speed. I'm going to give you about a minute here to turn and burn. All right, boys and girls, the order is Ben, Ryan, Dave, and Ron. Roll it off. All right, one time across the line here to double check transponders. Strength is looking good so far. All right, drivers, 4 minutes on that clock. Here we go. Current TQ setting that first heat. John, 31 laps. Let's see what these drivers can do. Caution and four, caution and four. It's like Mr. Ron trying to go to the beach. All right, after about a minute here, Ben showing the way on a 30-lap run. Going to put it third overall. Ryan back 2.6 in second. Dave behind him by, looks like it was a 1.7 there. We'll see this. Now it's 2.5. And Ron, fast lap of an 8.9 for him. Got to stay in the middle of the lane and drive around the corners. Nice and easy. Ryan with new fast lap 7.66. Dave just dropped an 8.2. New fast lap for him. Oh, they get tangled together on the front straight. Caution, go high off of 4, high off of 4. And we're clear. Not quite halfway yet, drivers. Oh, we got a melee on the front straight. A little kerfuffle. All right, 2:35 down, 1:25 to go. Ben Posey showing the way. There's Ben coming off turn 4 in that blue and white Camaro. Rocking a 29 lap pace right now. Gonna put it third overall. Caution in 4, caution in 4, and we're clear. Dave in that RB10. That's the Associated rear motor buggy. He had like 2 sets of tires. One might have been good for the daytime, and I don't know what he's running now. It might be the slicks. Very surprised that they're working right now. Ryan in third, new fast lap for him, a 7.5. Dave coming back with another 7.6. 30 seconds to go. Buggy late model, you're up next. Gonna be Chris, Steve, Michael, Brad, and Anthony. Ben dropping a new fast lap for the race, a 7.20. Caution in 3, go low through 3, low through 3. That is time. Race it out, drivers. Keep going, keep going. Nobody's done yet. Ryan is done. Dave is done. Oh, Ben hitting the pipe off turn 4. Ben is done and shut it down. Ben Posey going to take that one 30 and 409. Going to take third overall after round 1 in our novice class. Dave LeCastro, 28.402, going to put it 5th. Ryan Posey with 27, going to line up 6th at the moment. And Ron Dolan with 21 laps, going to line up 8th. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to have a B main tonight with this one. We'll see who improves next round and gets locked into that A. All right, but drivers from that last race, put your car on the table, turn it off, turn the radio off, and return any transponders to me, and then head out the track to Marshall. All right, boys and girls, we got this race and one more. We'll take a 15-minute break after that one. It'll be a 15-minute break, so if you need to check something with your car, try it out, test and tune, there will be about 10 minutes to do that. Once again, that's after our final race of round 1. I'll try to give you guys a little heads up on that. All right, I need a check-in. Who are we missing? I think I'm looking for one more transponder, possibly. And we're good to go that. All right, Mr. Steve, check in for me. Mr. Steve. Michael Todd, why don't you follow him? And Anthony Smothers. All right, my marshals. Could be Ben, Dave, Ryan, and Ron. We got Terry out there for Ron. We got Dave out there. Got somebody in infield. Drivers, bring them up to speed. Got 120 to turn and burn. And we'll get Wilmore out there in a minute. Looks like Anthony finally got out there. He's getting a couple hot laps in here. And we got one of the posies down the infield. Thank you, sir. All right, in theory, these might be the fastest cars of the night. We'll see. Anthony dialing in something on the radio. All right, drivers, the order is Chris, Steve, Michael, Brad, and Anthony. Once again, 3 feet apart. Spread them out. Transponder's looking pretty good. Remember, guys, you're on the clock when you cross the line. Here we go. False start, guys. False start. All right, re-rack them. Re-rack them. We'll try this one more time. Chris, Steve, Michael, Brad, and Anthony. Here we go. Caution out of 4, caution out of 4. And we're clear. All right, after 40 seconds, it's Anthony, Michael, Chris, Brad, and Steve at the line here. Top 3 separated by 3.6. Brad, caution of 4, caution of 4. And we're clear. Looks like we're having some good sportsmanship out there. Brad, Chris is trying. Remember, guys, I appreciate you guys waiting for him, but try to get out of the racing line when you do that. All right, it's Anthony by 3 seconds over Michael Todd. Oh, I'm hearing something out there. Caution 3, go low through 3, low through 3. Chris Bradley back 5.6 in third. Steven, new fast lap at 6.669. Back just about a lap in fourth. Mallon behind him by 1.7. Learn some of these paint schemes here. You're watching online. Sorry about the echo chamber. Not much I can do about that right now. Halfway drivers, halfway. Tracks is modified. You guys are up next. It's going to be Ponder, Coleman, Rains, Fuel is Quanstrom, and Wags. Bradley, new fast lap for himself, 6.35. Smothers got the fast lap on the race, a 5.8 coming off turn 4. Got that blue and green scheme going on. Michael Todd in the white and blue in second with a 6.1. Chris Bradley rocking the Wrangler number 3 scheme with a 6.3. Brad Mallon, one of the white bodies out there with a 6.2. And Steven with a 6.6. Oh, Bradley getting into Todd. You heard it there. Uno momento for my Latin-speaking friends. Caution out of 2, caution out of 2. Five seconds. Caution out of 4. Stay high off of 4. Race it out, drivers. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Steve is done. Chris is done. Brad is done. And everybody's done. Shut it down. Anthony Smothers setting that early TQ. 39 laps, 404. Fast lap of a 5.80. Michael Todd with 37 laps. Chris Bradley, 35. Brad Mallon with 33. And Steve Crozan with 30. All right, boys, girls, I'm going to pause for the cause here and blow it off for this one. And then next round, we're going to change it up a little bit. right, let's get him down and checked in, gentlemen. All right, let's see. Looks like Deacon's the only one not with a transponder. There, he's checked in. All right, drivers, bring him up to speed. Got 110 to turn and burn.
Responder in is.
All right, boys and girls. Who's marshaling at the north end up there? We got Michael, and who is that? Is that Steve up there? Anthony, can I get you to the far end? Yeah. Mr. Brad's supposed to be there. All right. Steve's down there too. I don't know. All right, gentlemen, the order is Ponder, Coleman, Rains, Fuelis, Quanstrom, and Wags. Let's roll it off. Once again, after this race, we're going to take a 15-minute break. You'll have about 10 minutes of track time, so if you need to test and tune anything, you'll have that time. Here we go. And we're off and running. Oh, caution to one. Somebody's spinning out in front of the field. That was Coleman. Got Richard tuning online. Thank you, sir. All right, just about a minute into this, Ponder showing the way. Fuel is behind him by 1.3. Rains back a less than a quarter of a second in third. Wags 1.2 in fourth. Quanstrom 0.6 in fifth. And Coleman down maybe 7.2 seconds or about a lap. Oh, Ponder's stuffing it in the pipe. Go high through 3 and 4, high through 3 and 4. And we're clear. Go high into 1, high into 1. Great job, Marshall, putting the car out near the exit. .145 down, 2:15 to go. Caution 3. They low through 3 and 4, and we're clear. All right, everybody's fast lap between a 6.2 and a 6.4 for everybody in this one. Rocking a 36 lap pace. Ed Fuelis, see, we can't find him out there. I believe he's the all white coming down the back straightaway. He's got the fast lap too, a 6.20. He's carrying that left front a little bit. .245 down, 1:10 to go. Last race of round one. Top three on a 36-lap run. That's Fuelless, Reigns, and Quanstrom. Ponder on a 34, Wags on a 34 now. Coleman on a 30 at the moment. Caution 3, go high through 3, now low through 3. Oh, we got a kerfuffle. And oh, Coleman's dead. Just pick it up. 20 seconds to go. And it looks like it's working again. I thought maybe it was just lifted up off the ground there. He was on the pipe. 10 seconds. It's Fuelless holding on by 1.5 over Reigns. Quanstrom back 2.3. Great battle between our top three here. Ponder trying to reel him in. He's got to find a little bit. That is time. Keep going, keep going. Reigns is done. Coleman's done. Quanstrom. And shut it down. Ed Fuel is coming down from Callahan. Putting it on the boys here. 36,406. Reigns with 35. Quanstrom 35. Ponder 34. Wags with 33. And Coleman with 30. All right, boys and girls, that is the end of the first round. It is 8:20. 15-minute break. You got 10 minutes of track time. So round two starts at 8:35. Round two, 8:35. Race order next round will be the same as the first. And we're going to switch up when we blow the track off a little bit. But in the meantime, first we got to talk about some of our sponsors. These are businesses that have helped us out this year with our unfortunate loss of our glorious owner and leader, Mr. Tom. Mr. Josh Hall out of the Aquatic Source, State Road 200. If you need fish tanks, food, supplies, all the good stuff out there for that kind of stuff, see Mr. Josh out there. You're over in the Citrus County area, you need your lawn mowed, check out Mr. Aaron Smith at Ron's Lawns. Give him a chance to earn your business first. And if you're in the Villages area, Summerfield, Mr. Kyle Paquette at Kyle's Home Solutions can help you out with some home improvement stuff. Once again, those racers, fellow racers of ours, helped us out this year, and we're trying to help them out with their businesses too.
6.2.
Once again, round two at 8:35. Track will be open for 10 minutes. All right, drivers, finish lap here on. Track is closed. Track is closed. We're going to blow the track off and get started at round 2 here in about 2 minutes. All right, boys and girls, round 2 starts now. Sportsmen, come on down. Harmoning, Brana, Daryl, Brad. Essentially our bomber class tonight. Get them down and checked in. Marshals will be the ones who just got off the track a little bit ago. Our Traxxas Modifieds, Ed, Mike, Deacon, Ponder, Wags, and Coleman. Oh, the Richard online must be Richard Jones. That might be it. All right, once again, Jason, Chloe, Daryl, and Brad. Let's get them down and checked in. Marshals will be our T-Mods. Wow, it says it's 81 degrees out. 70% humidity. I don't believe it, by the way. Seems a lot drier than that to me. All right, drivers, let's bring them up speed. You got 90 seconds. All right, sorry about that. Had to get a beverage. All right, the order is Jason, Chloe, Daryl, and Brad. Everybody about a lap apart in this class, so this ought to be really interesting. Here we go. Caught him off guard there a little bit. Once again, you're warning on that clock till you cross the line. Caution down this front straightaway. And we're clear. All right, 45 seconds into this one. Chloe showing away on a new TQ run, 35 lap pace. Coming off turn 4 in that purple. Daryl Traver in second. Somewhere, I got my vision slightly blocked here. And it's Daryl at the line. Brad behind him by 3.3. He's in that gray Chevelle. And Jason trying to run him down here. He's having a couple bad laps here lately. Not sure what changes he made, but ooh, she's a little loose off of turn 4. Got to roll into that throttle nice and easy. Fast lap so far. Brad Mallon a 6.44. Daryl with a 7.0. Chloe with a 6.67. We're going to blow the track off before race 3. And before race 6. Once again, before race 3 and race 6. All right, just past halfway, 1:45 to go. Short course late model start heading this way. Go low through 4, low through 4. And great job from our marshals. Again, short course late model. It's George, Michael, David Ponder, David Coleman. You guys are up in 90 seconds. Beautiful night here, New Red Hobbies in Ocala, Florida, for Superstar Saturday Showdown. Next week, we are indoors. It's the fourth Saturday indoor oval. That means Friday, oval practice inside all day. And race time will be bumped up to 6 p.m. .50 seconds to go. Chloe's showing the way, falling off that TQ a little bit. Back half a second, it's Brad Mallon now. Daryl back 3.8. Jason struggling a little bit, back a lap or two here right now. Looks like he may still hold on to that TQ if Chloe can't grip it and rip it. Brad now into the lead by 2.7 seconds. Coming off turn 4, looks like he's starting to find the groove here. Just got to roll into the throttle off of turn 4 a little smoother. Five seconds. Getting back close to that TQ again. Gonna come down the last lap here, so Chloe throwing an elbow on Daryl. Jason is done, Brad is done, Chloe's done, and shut it down. Brad Mallon taking that one at the line, 33.402. That's a new TQ by just under 8/10. Chloe Bronick with 33.404, back 2 seconds. She's improving her time, but going to drop to third. Daryl with 32 laps. He's going to not improve his time and drop to fourth. And Jason going to bump off from that top spot to second overall. All right, short course late model. Let's get him down and checked in. All right, just looking for check-in from Coleman. Here he comes, and my marshal's in position. Got 2, 3 of them out there. Gentlemen, red light is on. I'll get you your hot laps here in just a moment. And looking for Jason or his volunteer out there in the infield to help out Mr. Deacon. All right, in the meantime, drivers, bring him up to speed. You got 80 seconds to turn and burn. Once again, we are going to blow the track off after this race. Once again, before race 3 and before race 6. All right, last call for Jason Harmoning to marshal or volunteer for him. Either way, need a body out there, help out Mr. Deacon in the infield. Either way, I need one in the infield. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it. All right, these guys are pretty good drivers. They shouldn't be wrecking, knock on wood. All right, the order is Ponder, Todd, Coleman, and Bronick. Transponder's looking great, gentlemen. TQ's 40 laps. Here we go. Let's see what these guys got this time. Oh, Bronick tried to put it in the drink there. A couple new fast laps. Todd showing the way here, the 5.87. Coleman 5.90. Bronick a 6.12. And Ponder with a 6.24. Everybody just dropped a new fast lap there. Your leader coming off turn 4 in that white and blue. Another new fast lap for the race, a 5.86 out of Michael Todd. Coleman back 1.2. Bronick, now Ponder, now Bronick to third by 3.5. Ponder half a second in fourth. Great battle there. Everybody but Ponder improving their qualifying time at the moment. Oh, Bronick coming in like a wrecking ball. Gets into our leader there. It was less than a tenth between Todd and Coleman. See how that shakes out here. Still less than a tenth between them. And now it's picked up to 7/10. Ponder back 5 seconds in third. Bronick back about a lap here in fourth. 3.5 back, that is. He's got the fast lap of the race so far, a 5.83. I think he's just been sandbagging you guys. Once again, we are blowing the track off after this race. Hint, hint, Chris Bradley. Top five, or top three separated by about 5 seconds here with 1:20 to go. Losi Sprint, you guys will be up next. Steve, Mike, Jason, Chris, and Ron. Mostly because I don't know how much fuel I have left in mine, so I'll have to go get the electric ones here in a little bit. 45 seconds. Everybody with a 5.8 or a 5.9 fast lap is just coming down and keeping it clean. It's Todd by 2.2 over. Coleman now 1.6. Picked up some time there. And Ponder back 3 seconds in third. Your leader coming off turn 4 in that white and blue. Second place in the green and white. Third place in the gold and white. And fourth place in the pink. Oh no, Coleman forgot to charge the battery all the way. Or it's overheated. 10 seconds to go. 5 seconds. Ba, 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 ba. That is time. Race it out. Keep going, keep going. Michael and George are done and shut it down. Michael Todd taking that one, 39.401. Not enough for a new TQ. David Ponder with 39.405, not improving. Coleman with a 38 lap run, not improving. George Bronick with 36 laps, improving. Going to stay fourth though. Again, we're going to take a pause for the cause here and blow the track off. All right, let's get our low-C sprints down and checked in. Gonna have marshals from that last race. Miss Chloe's out there for the old man, looking for Michael, David, and David. And I'm not sure if it was Ponder or Coleman's car, but that was smelling bad. That smelled like a motor. Back in the old days, we'd gear the car till it smoked, then dropped a tooth. But, you know, motors might have been slightly cheaper then. All right, we got some marshals out there. Bring them up speed. You got 2:15 to turn and burn. Just need Ponder out there or a volunteer for him. Either way. See who's watching online. Jump in the chat. Let us know if you're out there watching. Pick your winner of this heat. This ought to be a good one. The drivers are starting to get them dialed in here a little bit better. Some of these guys, first time here. Definitely a little drier tonight than I'd like, but could be worse. You guys see those pictures I post on Friday night after I'm done? That's like wet muck almost. Khaki. Like butter.
5 seconds.
But a lot of sun out here this week. I had no rain this week. I watered it 3 times before we started track work the other Friday night. All right. Looks like we got marshals out there. The order for this one is Jason, Chris, Mike, Steve, and Ron. Roll it off. One more time across the line to double check these transponders. We're looking at strength as well because you get some background interference when they stop counting. Here we go. Caution out 2, stay low off of 2, low off of 2. And we're clear. And looks like, I'm sorry, Mike, were you out there for the start? Caution down the back, caution down the back. All right, it's Jason Harming showing the way on a 39-lap run here. That's above TQ by 4 laps. Chris Bradley back 3 seconds in second. Steve in third by a lap and change. Ron trying to run him down, and not sure what's going on in Mike's car. Looks like the old radio's not linking up here. He checked in and ran hot laps. I don't know what happened. Maybe just checked in, but... Up next, Novice Heat 1 of 2. That's race number 4. Gonna be Boo, Eric, James, Bob, and John start heading this way. Oh, we got one under the drink. It's Jason and Chris battling out here 3/10 apart for that top spot and a new TQ. Chris rocking the fluorescent, it looks fluorescent yellow, but it's, I guess, fluorescent yellow and blue. Rocking the Wrangler number 3 scheme. We can't find Jason out there. Oh, caution on front straight. Go low in front, low in front. Stay low on the front straight, guys. Stay low on the front. Like Reigns is trying to get his car back out there. And it's driving every which way but loose. 105 to go. Novice, you need a transponder, come see me. Once again, race 4, novice drivers, if you need a transponder, see me. All right, just under 30 seconds, drivers. Couple guys with some 6.1s. Crozen with a 6.2. Ron with a 6.7. Reigns got a 62.5. That's a new fast lap for Mike. 15 seconds to go. Great battle between Chris and Jason. Is Chris at the line? Keep going, keep going. Jason's done. Chris is done. Ron is done. Looking for Steve to finish out here and shut it down. Mr. Chris Bradley going to hold on to that. 37.401 apiece for Chris and Jason. A .075 for Chris and Jason back about 3/10 there with a 3.58. Wow, great battle between those two. Steven with 31 laps, improving his time, going to stay fourth. Ron with 29 laps, improving his time and staying fifth. All right, novice heat 1. Let's get him down and checked in. Once again, drivers, slow them down, and once you checked in once, you need to park it so I can call you back off here. Let's get Mr. James. There he is. And Mr. Bob. All right, we got those two. Looking for check-in from Eric, if he's out there. Looks like we got some marshals out there. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate the promptness. Chris is out there. Looks like Steve's out there. Jason's out there. And looks like Deacon's hanging out down here. All right, drivers, bring them up speed. You got 90 seconds to turn and burn. We had somebody calling for, that's Ghetto Boys Racing. I think that might be Mr. AJ calling for ASAP to take that Losi Sprint W. And unfortunately, Mike's transmitter lost the bind to his car in that run, so he couldn't make the call. Unfortunate for him. Hopefully it's all good for the main. All right, drivers, last call for any adjustments. Last call for any adjustments. All right, drivers, the order is John, James, Eric, Boo, and Bob. Roll it off in that order. We're going to take one more lap around the track. Double check everybody's set properly. Oh, whoa, slow it down here, guys. We're not racing yet. You got to keep it in order. Mr. Bob, catch him up, Bob. Here we go. And we're off and running. Name of the game is keep it in the middle of the lane and drive it smooth and consistently. Remember, our faster drivers have to find a way past our slower drivers cleanly. That's at all levels of racing. Can't be going out there and Hadouken everybody like old Wags does. All right, it's James and John battling out here, 2 seconds apart. Eric back 1.7 in third, Bob in fourth, and Boo in fifth at the moment. See if that shakes out differently here. Bob on a long lap. Caution in four. And Bob's getting it himself. Turn the wheel. There you go. Caution down the front. Mr. Chris is going to get him. I think I heard somebody go over the track. Just barely. Good save. At the line is John out front on a new TQ run here. James had a new fast lap of a 6.4, but he backs it up with an 8.5. You guys got to roll into the throttle. When you do that, you're loading up the rear tire and it's giving it more grip. You just hammer it, it's going to light it up and spin it out. Not burning tires. We're not burning rubber. We're rolling into it. It's John, James, Eric, Ben, Boo, and Bob. 1:30 to go up next. Heat 2 of our novice class. Gonna be Ben, Ryan, Dave, and Ron. You need a transponder, come see me. Oh, we got a couple tangled up on the back straight, and it's clear. That was one of our leaders. $40 seconds to go in this one. $15 seconds. Fast lap, still James with a 6.49, John has a 6.55, Eric a 7.1, Boo with a 7.9, and Bob with an 11.2, and he just dropped a 10.8. Whatever he did there, he's got to do more of that. That is time. Race it out. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. Eric is done. John is done. Once again, Eric and John are done. Looking for the other three to finish out here. James is done, Bob is done, and looks like Boo has unfortunately, came up about 1 lap short. All right, now there's Heat 2. Let's get them down and checked in. Ben, Dave, Ryan, and Ron. All right, I need a check-in from Mr. Ron Dolan one more time. I think I might have flip-flopped my transponders here. We'll see. Oh, he's good to go. Mr. Ryan, checking in for me, Mr. Ryan. All right, he's good to go. Like we got some marshals out there. Drivers, bring them up to speed. We'll give you guys just over a minute here to turn and burn. Well, it's dropped 1 degree in like the last hour or two and maybe got less humid. Once again, we'll be blowing the track off after this race. All right, drivers, last call for any adjustments. Last call for any adjustments. All right, so right now, Ben is currently qualified 3rd overall. Dave is 5th. Ryan is 6th. And Ron is 8th. We'll see how the the breakdown works, but you definitely want to be in the top 4 or 5. We got 9 cars here, so we'll see how things shake down after this is all said and done, but you definitely want to be at the top end of the field to get locked in that A main tonight. All right, Mr. Ben, lead him off, followed by Dave, Ryan, and Ron. All right, guys, catch him up a little bit. Catch him up. Transponders looking decent here. Here we go. Whoa, Mr. Ron went off the back of the track. And looks like Anthony went over to help him out. Yeah, we didn't need Mr. Bob jumping down there. He's got stuff we don't want to have him jump down there for. Thank you, Mr. Anthony. Ben and Ryan both dropping some 7.5s here. Dave with a 7.6. Ron with a 10.0 that time by. And Ron down to a 9.7 now. And Ben throwing the gauntlet down here, throwing a 6.9 down. 6.9 second lap on a 32 lap run here. Gonna bump up one spot to second and keep this going. Dave might improve one spot. Ryan might improve one spot. And Mr. Ron back-to-back new fast laps down to an 8.7 now. Just about halfway, drivers. Once again, we are blowing the track off for the next race. Our novice drivers, you're going to want to get your batteries charging quickly because B main will be one of the first couple races up. May not be the first race. And Ryan with a 7.4. You guys making Bob work out there a bit. It has been Ryan, Dave. Now Dave taking back over second. And Ron now improving his qualifying time a little bit. With 1:10 to go. Once again, buggy late models start heading this way. We are going to blow the track off for you guys. Chris, Steve, Michael, Brad, and Anthony.
1 minute left.
Mr. Sticks, do you hear that song playing? Oh, you can't. You're watching online in the hobby shop. Got a little Stairway to Heaven going on out there, and that's a pretty good sign that the big guy, Mr. Tom, is hanging out with us for a moment. That was his favorite song. All right, now Mr. Ron picking it up a notch here. Going to improve one spot to 7th. With 20 seconds to go. That is time, drivers. Race it out, race it out. Keep going, keep going. Keep going. Nobody's done yet. Should be done this time by, though. Ben is done. Dave is done. Ron is done. And shut it down. Ben Posey taking that one, 31.404. Going to pump up one spot to 2nd overall. Dave LaCastro with 30 laps. Going to bump up one spot to 4th. Ryan Posey with 29 laps, improving his time and a spot to 5th. And Mr. Ron Dolan, 23 laps, improving his spot to 7th. All right, gentlemen, we're going to pause for the cause. All right, whose transponder am I missing here? All right, Buggy Late Model, let's get him down and checked in, and my marshals from that, or my racers from that last race to come out marshal. All right, all right, all right. Let's get them checked in, gentlemen. Looking for Anthony, Chris, Brad, and Steve to check them in. Got a good crowd online tonight. Hopefully the new video settings are improving things. We're going to try to record the races tonight so we can have them on our YouTube channel in a couple days at 1080 or as close as we can get to it. All right, just looking for a check-in from Mr. Brad Mallon. All right, we're going to switch camera angles here so we can watch Anthony Smothers fish his car down the straightaway here a little bit. All right, everybody's checked in. Like we have some of our marshals. We'll turn them loose right now. You got 80 seconds to turn and burn. All right, Dave is out there. Ben is out there. Ron or Terry needs to be out there somewhere. Thank you, Mr. Terry. He's over there now. We got Dave out there already, so you have to go in the infield, sir. And Mr. Ben will slide down the other way. And I think we got Ryan down at the far end. All right, we're good on marshals. Thank you to everybody. Looks like my drivers are ready to rock and roll. The order is Anthony Smothers, Michael Todd, Chris Bradley, Brad Mallon, and Steve Crozen. Three feet apart, gentlemen. Once again, cross the line here. Double check these transponders. The background interference is fluctuating up and down, and trying to make sure I got to watch out for any cars. Here we go. We'll explain that sometime in a little bit. All right, your current TQ Smothers, 39,404. That's what they're aiming for. All right, everybody turning some new fast laps here. Oh, we got one in the infield. Looks like Michael Todd. And Anthony's spinning out too. Caution off of 4. I think somebody threw the old banana peel out there from Mario Kart. All right, just about a minute into this one. Smothers showing away by .044. That's 4,400s for you math junkies out there. Over Chris Bradley, Michael Todd trying to run him down back 3.3. Brad Mallon, 7/10 in 4th. And Steve back about 2.3 in 5th. So the field's starting to tighten up here a bit. Ooh, Anthony scaring Michael out of the way there a little bit. Oh, man, that took some guts to pull off that pass there. Michael Todd, new fast lap 6:16. Chris Bradley 5:99. Anthony Smothers a 5:74 for the race. Brad with a 6:3. Steven with a 6:2. Rocking a new TQ run here, 39.4 flat on the door of a 40-lap run. Mr. Brad Mallon with a 6:1 new fast lap. Job working together, guys. Appreciate the sportsmanship and only going to help you out. Keep your car in one piece. 120 to go. Traxxas Modifieds. You guys are up next. Start heading this way. Gonna be Ponder, Coleman, Rains, Fuelis, Quanstrom, and Wags. Caution out of 4, and that was third place. Not sure if he got help or not. Ooh, car definitely a little loose off. You know, Mike will make some adjustments for the main, get her dialed in a little bit better. Chris Bradley almost testing out that turn 1 wall. I got a great photograph of him with his T-Mod doing that. Caution on the back straight. Stay low on the back, low on the back. And I believe we're clear. 3, 2, 1. Race it out, guys. Keep going, keep going. Nobody's done yet. Michael Todd is done. Anthony Smothers is done. Everybody else should be done this time by. And shut it down. Anthony Smothers is going to take that one, setting a new TQ. 40 laps, 4:05, and the fast lap of a 5:74. Chris Bradley improving 1 spot to second with a 38-lap run. Michael Todd with 37-lap run, improving his time, but dropping to third overall. Brad Mallon back, oh my gosh, 3.6 seconds there with a 37-lap run, improving his 4th place time. And Steve Crozen with 33 laps, improving his time as well. Everybody improved their time. Great job, guys. All right, Traxxas Modified. Let's get him down and checked in. All right, just looking for Ed and Wags to get checked in. My marshals are starting to head out there. Got 2 of 3 or 2 of 5, whatever I got out there. Steve's heading down on the far end. Need 1 in the infield here. Here comes Anthony. All right, drivers, well, let's roll them off. You got 95 seconds. Was that Deacon driving off the back wall? All right, who stopped on the straightaway? Yeah, thank you. All right, looks like everybody's happy with what they have. I don't see anybody running down to make changes. The order for this one is Fuelless, Rains, Quanstrom, Ponder, Wags, and Coleman. Here we go. And we're off and running. Oh, somebody catching the pipe there. That was your Ed Fuelless, your TQ guy. Caution in 2, and we're clear. Oh, caution 3, go high in 3, high through 3, high through 3, and we're clear. All right, now there's a little bit of shaking and baking going on. It is Rains to the lead. Coleman, Wags, Quanstrom, Ponder, and Fuelless.
Left.
Oh, Coleman putting it in the drink. Go high into 1, drivers, high into 1. And we're clear. 120 down, Rains showing the way on a 35 lap run. Not quite enough to improve his current second place time. Quanstrom in second now. Back, new fast lap for him, a 6.45. Like he's staying third at the moment. Ponder improving his fourth place time. He's back 1.4 in that third spot. Coleman behind him by 7/10. Wags behind him by 4 seconds in fifth, and Fuelless back a quarter second in sixth. Go high through 3 and 4, high through 3 and 4. And we're clear. Halfway, drivers. Oh, Wags going into the infield. Caution off of 4, stay high off of 4, high off of 4. Go high through 2. And we're clear. Fast laps. Ponder with a 6.20. Wags 6.26. Coleman 6.31. Quanstrom 6.45. Ponder 6.51. And Rains with a 6.60. Slowest guy out there is leading the race right now. Just doing it consistently. Go high into 3, guys. High into 3. And it looks like we got a change in the lead. Nope, Mike Rains back to the lead. Look, Deacon had it for a second. "50 seconds to go in this one." Oh, Coleman tangling with Ponder there. Going to cost him some time. Oh, we got a kerfuffle off of 4. Less than 30 seconds. It's Quanstrom at the line. Oh, Fuelless getting into Rains, paying the price for it. Go high into 1, high into 1. And we're clear. This one's going to be interesting coming down the line. 10 seconds to go, drivers. That is time. Race it out. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Ponder is done. Fuelless is done. Rains, everybody but Wags. Looking for Wags. And shut it down. Deacon Quanstrom taking that one, not enough to improve anything. 35.404. Ponder with 33. Coleman 33. The only one improving this time. Up 1 spot to 5th overall. Hewlett with 33, Rains with 33, and Wags with 31. All right, boys and girls, that is the end of the qualifiers. Give me a few minutes to set up the mains. We're going to start the mains at 10 o'clock. Mains at 10 o'clock. Track will be open for some test and tune here. I'll have the timing up as soon as I get the mains done and posted. Once again, mains at 10 o'clock. All right, novice, we're locking in the top 5. So the bottom 4 will battle out for 2 bump up spots. Once again, novice, your bottom 4 will be Eric, Ron, Boo, and Bob. Those 4 will battle out to bump up to the A. I'll let you know what race number that is as soon as I can. Yes, track is open. I'll have the score timing up as soon as I can. All right, racers, there will be a slight race order change here for our Losi sprints and short course late model. You guys are going to flip-flop here a little bit to help out our Marshall problem. Once again, I'll have it posted here in just a second. All right, drivers' mains are posted on the back of the shed here. First race up will be our sportsman, followed by our B main. Novice B main will be Eric, Ron, Boo, and Bob. Once again, you guys will be your second race. Third race will be Losi Sprint. Race 4 will be short course late model. 5 will be buggy late model. Then tracks is modified, and our novice A main to wrap up the night. 2 will be bumped up from the B. Once again, main start at 10 o'clock sharp. Once again, drivers, race order has slightly changed. You need to check the heat sheet on the back of the building here. Make sure you're ready for your race. Track will be closing in 2 minutes. Track will be closing in 2 minutes. All right, drivers, finish lap you're on. Finish lap you're on. Track is now closed. Sportsmen start heading this way. Brad, Jason, Chloe, and Daryl. Marshals will be our novice A main drivers. John, Ben, James, Dave, and Ryan. All right, boys and girls, in the mains, we are going to blow the track off every 2 races. So it'll be before race 3, before race 5, and before our novice A main tonight, race 7. Sportsmen, Brad, Jason, Chloe, and Daryl, come on down. Again, Sportsmen up right, meow, come on down. Brad, Jason, Chloe, and Daryl. Marshals will be our novice A mains from race number 7. John, Ben, James, Dave, and Ryan. Need you on the track, ready to rock. We still got 7 races to run, plus our podium pictures. Got all the goodies out here. And just a reminder, if you didn't catch it at the driver's meeting, next week we are indoors. Friday practice, so after Thursday Night Thunder on the off-road, we'll change the track over for oval for Friday practice all day, 11 to 5:30 on the track. And then Saturday be open at noon, racing at 6 on next Saturday for the indoor stuff. Bump up 1 hour on our start time there. All right, looking for Chloe and Daryl to get checked in here. Still need my marshals from race number 7, novice A main drivers. John, Ben, James, Dave, and Ryan. Yep, Mr. James, I need you in the infield. In the infield. All right, drivers, bring them up to speed. We're going to give you a full minute here to turn and burn. All right, drivers, last call for any adjustments. Last call for any adjustments. All right, boys and girls, this is your Sportsman A main, your top qualifier, 33 laps, 402. Mr. Brad Mallon's going to lead us off, followed by Jason Harmony, Chloe Bronick in 3rd, Daryl Traver in 4th. Transponders looking great here, drivers. 4 minutes on that clock. Who's going to take it? And we're green. Jason down the inside of Brad. Going to make the pass for the lead here. Chloe giving Brad a little bump draft. Brad says hammer down and bye-bye. Passes both of them back. Brad throwing down a 6.5. Chloe with a 6.47. She's in hot pursuit. The gray versus the purple. Jason in the white, a couple new fast laps back to back there. He's back 2.4 behind our leader totally here, and behind Chloe by 1.5. And Daryl back a lap now. Oh, Chloe turning in too early, catching that turn 3 pipe, and putting herself in a little bit of hole here. And somehow, some way, Chloe helps Daryl into the leader. Going to get back into this one somehow. Top 3 separated by 4.4. Daryl, new fast lap, 7.36. Chloe with a 6.47. Brad with a 6.46. And Jason with a 6.81. Novice B main start heading this way. We're 140 down on this one, 2:20 to go. .6 separates our top 3.
Left.
B main, if you need your transponder, see me now. Jason, new fast lap, 6.74. He's in second place now. Chloe back 1.4, trying to run him down here. Brad showing the way, 36 lap run here, 4.06. Brad leading Jason by 2.7 at the line. Oh, he gets a little sideways in 3. Brad still out front by about 2.5 here. Chloe back in third by 1.5. Make that 1.3 now, picking it up a little bit here. .20 seconds to go, 20 seconds to go. Chloe and Jason battle out for that second spot here down the back straightaway. Chloe inside, gives him turned. She's waiting for him. Five seconds. They might get one more lap here. Oh, Jason caught at the line, raced it to the line, and shut it down. Mr. Brad Mallon taking that one, 35.402. Chloe 405. Jason with 34.4 flat, missed it by a 0.15. And Daryl with 30 laps. Good race, guys, good race. All right, novice B main, Eric, Ron, Boo, and Bob. All right, our marshals heading out there. Hold on, Mr. Brad. You got age on her. You got seniority on her. If you want to make her go down the infield, that's fine. Put the young ones in the infield. That's all right. All right, Bob's getting his transponder in there. We're going to get him checked in here in just a moment. I don't know. It's just a station we've been playing, man.
75 seconds.
This is our 1.FM rock classic stations. Oh, this is internet radio. All right, all my drivers are checked in. All right, we're going to get a marshal in our infield here, and we're going to turn them loose. Roll them off, drivers. Give you a minute. All right, looks like my drivers are ready to rock and roll. This is your novice B main. 4 enter, 2 will bump up to the A main. You just need to be the top 2. All right. My drivers, you want to remind yourselves, if you don't wreck, you don't have to worry about yelling at the marshal to get your car, and you can't yell at them about causing you to lose the race or whatever. So try not to use them, and they won't become a problem. All right, boys and girls, your BQ, Mr. Eric Crozen's going to lead us off, followed by Ron Dolan in second, Boo Posey in third, and Bob Mattis in fourth. Roll it off. Eric, Ron, Boo, and Bob. Let's go. All right. Give Mr. Oh, don't throw it. Guys are taking chances over there. All right, once again, Eric, Ron, Boo, and Bob. Let's roll it off in that order. One time around here to double check transponders. All right, Mr. Ron, fall in line there behind Eric. Boo and Bob, catch it up, please. Eric, slow it down a little bit. Slow it down, Eric. All right, guys, we're going to simplify this. Everybody stop at the stoplight. We're going to line you up in order, and we're just going to do a full field start right from there, a standing start. So Mr. Eric, bring it up to the stoplight and park it. Ron going to be about 3 feet behind him. Boo will be behind him. And Bob will be rounding out the field. Mr. Jason, can you help him out there? There we go. All right, Bob, bring it up a bit. All right, drivers, everybody's going to go on the tone. Hold on. Eric, get in front of him. We're just going to do a standing start here. All right, everybody's going on the tone in less than 5. Go, go, go. Oh, somebody going in the infield. Who is that? I think that was Bob. Caution and four, caution and four. It is Eric, Boo, Bob at the line, and Ron having some potential issues there. Not sure what's going on. They're going to check it out, try to get him back out there. Mr. Terry, don't rock in front of another driver.
left,
Poor Bob's like, I can't see. Oh, Boo, driving in the infield. Losi Sprint start heading this way. You guys are up next. Once again, the order did change slightly to help out our marshaling situation. Eric dropping a 7.5, new fast lap, coming off turn 4 in that orange and white street street stock. Bob Mattis in second now. He's got the purple or blue out there. Boo with the orange buggy. Getting a little sideways in turn 4.
left,
Oh, your leader going deep into 3. And that is not for position, but those two cars are 1 and 2, the orange versus the purple. Good save there from Bob. Just over 90 seconds to go, drivers. Caution in 2. Leader getting tangled up there. Closest battle between Bob and Boo. They are 6.5 seconds apart, or about a lap apart. Caution in 4, turn 4, caution in 4. Oh, Bob throwing the infield. That's going to allow Boo to catch up here a little bit. Was 8 seconds. Now they're running nose to tail with just over 25 seconds to go. Down the front straightaway across the line. Oh, Bob spinning out here. Got to roll into it. Ooh, he's got some power out there. You got to calm down. 10 seconds. And now Boo taking over that second spot. Uh-oh, I think something might be wrong with the left rear or right rear there. Race it to the line, race it to the line. Looking for one more. Shut it down, shut it down. Eric Crozen taking that one and the fast lap on the last lap, 7.1. He takes it 29 laps. He's your first transfer. He'll be lining up 7th in the race number 7 tonight in the A main. Boo Posey taking over that second spot there towards the end of that race with 24 laps and 4:07. He's going to line up, well, maybe not 7th spot, whatever it is. He's going to be the second transfer to race number 7. Bob Mattis with 22 laps there, and Ron Dolan with 17. All right, we're going to pause for the cause here and blow the track off. Losi Sprints, you guys are up in just a few moments. All right, drivers, let's get them down and checked in. All right, our novice drivers that made the transfer, you guys need to get a battery charge and get back out here to Marshall. Slow down, drivers. Red light is on. I need to check in from Ron if he's out there. Looks like Chris is on his way out there. Jason. I just need to know if Ron's making the call on this one or not. Okay, that's fine. I wasn't sure. All right, my marshals, I got 1, 2 out there. Who are we missing? Let's get a volunteer for Bob on this one. And Terry's out there. Boo is out there. Where's Mr. Eric at? Mr. Eric Crozen, are you out there? All right, we got one down there. Thank you. It looks like, is that Coleman helping out? Appreciate it. All right, drivers, bring them up to speed. You got 140 to turn and burn. I got Frost Mac tuning in. Hope you're having a good time. Hope you guys enjoying the racing and the new settings. Hopefully they're working out. We're going to tweak on it a little bit later.
5 seconds.
Ooh, got to stay off that wall up there. All right, can we get one volunteer to help out in the infield? Need one more marshal in the infield for this A main. Thank you, sir. Remember, you need to watch front and back straight. All right, boys and girls, this is your Losi Sprint A main, your top qualifier. 37 laps, 401. Chris Bradley is going to lead us off, followed by Jason Harmoning in second, Mike Raines in third, Steve Crozen in fourth, and Ron Harmoning in fifth. Three feet apart, gentlemen. Here we go. False start, false start. That's why it's 3 feet apart. Get them back in order and keep rolling. Now I got to edit the video. Once again, Chris, Jason, Mike, Steve, and Ron. Here we go. And we're off and running. Jason showing the way. He's got that gray and pink car. Chris Bradley right behind him in the yellow and blue Wrangler scheme. Mike Raines not far behind. He's just looking for a little opportunity here. Ron Harmoning back and forth. And Steve with the orange and white in fifth. Harmoning just dropped a 6.31 new fast lap for the race. Caution on front straight. Go low, go low, go low. And we're almost clear. Stay low in the one, low in the one. Low in the one. And we're clear. One minute down, 3 to go. Short course late model. Start heading this way. Caution in two, caution in two. And we are clear. It's Chris Bradley to the lead now. Harmoning right behind him. Raines right behind him. Top three, 6/10 apart. Coming down the back straightaway, the yellow is your leader. Fluorescent yellow. Fluorescent, we're not sure what it is. Oh, Chris drifts wide. Harmony going to take advantage of it. Goes right underneath him. Rain's not far behind him either. Great three-way battle for the lead here. Caution in three. Go high into three. High into three. Stay low in the back. Low in the back, guys. And we're clear. Go high into one, high into one, stay high into one. Stay low down the back, low down the back. And we're clear. 240 down, 120 to go. It's Harmoning, Bradley, Rains back 2.5 in third. Ron back about 3 laps in fourth. Crozen trying to reel him in here. He's back 4.5. Oh, we got Mayhem in turn 2. One more upside down. That's your leader upside down. Bradley taking over the lead now. With 1 minute to go. A little bit of late race mayhem going on here. Crozen, new fast lap, 6.22. Ron's got a 6.5, Rain's 6.27, Jason with a 6.09, and Chris Bradley with a 6.001. "15 seconds to go. Your Losi Sprint AMA coming down to the wire here. 5.6 second lead for Chris Bradley. Got a lucky break there into the lead. And not going to relinquish it here. That is time. When you cross line, you are done. Ron is done. Looking for Steve to finish out here and shut it down. Chris Bradley taking the victory on this one, 36.406. Jason Harmoning with 35 laps. Mike Rains with 34. Ron in fourth with 30 laps. And Steve with 29. Good race, guys. All right, short course late model. Let's get him down and checked in. All right, looking for a check-in from Ponder and Coleman. And our marshals from that last, racers from the last race need to head out there to Marshall. Chris is out there. Jason's out there. Two at this end. Six, come here a second. All right, let's see. All right, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. All right, Deacon, are you marshaling?
45 seconds.
All right, drivers, let's bring them up speed. We'll tack on a few extra seconds here. You got it just over a minute. Deacon, you marshaling? All right, thank you, sir. All right, boys and girls, this is your short course late model A main. Your top qualifier, 40 laps, 404. Mr. David Ponder is going to lead us off here, followed by Michael Todd in second, David Coleman third, and George Bronick in fourth. Excuse me. Four minutes on that clock, gentlemen. Here we go. And we're off and running. See who's made the right adjustments here. Oh, Michael Todd sliding up in the middle of two a little bit. Ooh, getting elbows out here. And Ponder going wide. Gonna give Michael a chance to get by him here. I think Ponder's got a little extra grip in the front end of that thing, and it's causing him to, or something. Something's causing him to almost stop in the middle of the turn. See what happens here towards this end of this one. Todd with a 5.8, Ponder with a 5.77, Coleman with a 5.8, Bronick with a 5.9. And Ponder and Coleman battling out again. Heard they had a great battle last night. Ponder came out ahead on that one. Coleman wants to get him back here, I'm sure. Rocking a 42 lap run here. Michael Todd off turn 4 in that white and blue. Ponder and Coleman battling out, 1.2 between them. Top three are separated by 2.5 seconds. That's literally one accident. And George Bronick trying to run him down. He's back up about a lap here. Going way high on the back straightaway. And I think Coleman picked up a body rub there. Just past halfway, drivers, 1:45 to go. Michael leading by 3.3 over Dave Ponder. Coleman back another half a second in third. Oh, Coleman almost put it in the drink. Buggy late model, A main start heading this way. Once again, we are going to blow it off for this next race. Doing it every 2 races in the mains. Michael Todd still showing the way on that 42 lap run. Ponder back 2.8 at the line. Coleman now dropping back 1.9 in third. Bronick back a lap and change in fourth. Fast lap of a 5.9 for him on a 38 lap run here. 20 seconds to go. That is time. Coleman caught at the line. Finish it out here and shut it down. Michael Todd taking that one 42.405 and the fast lap of a 5.62. David Ponder with 41 laps. David Coleman 40 laps in third. And George Bronick with 38 laps in fourth. All right, we're going to pause for the cause here and blow the track off. All right, boys and girls, let's get them down and checked in. Buggy late model, it's your time to shine. All right, while we're waiting for these guys to get checked in, don't forget, once again, next week, we are racing Oval Inside. Friday practice all day. Gates open 11 a.m. till 5:30 on the track. Saturday, gates open noon. We are starting at 6 o'clock for racing next Saturday. Once again, indoors. Losi Sprint guys, you guys will be wingless. We're going to need one volunteer marshal to help us out with this one. For Michael Todd, the only guy running back-to-back tonight on the mains. That's why we switched things around a little bit to kind of help out with that. So we're going to need one volunteer to help us out. In the meantime, I need David Ponder, David Coleman, and George Bronick on the track. And we got Mr. James going to help us out. Thank you, sir. Thank you, George. And looking for Coleman and Ponder. Other up next, they're probably trying to finalize their cars. Either way, I need a couple bodies down there at the north end. Thank you, sir. That Brad. All right. In the meantime, let's bring them up, speed drivers. You got minute 15 to turn and burn.
5 seconds.
It's like everybody's scared. They're hiding what they got. That's all right. That's all right. All right, boys and girls, this is your Buggy Late Model A main, your top qualifier, 40 laps, 4:05. Mr. Anthony Smothers is going to lead us off, followed by Chris Bradley in second, Michael Todd third, Brad Mallon fourth, and Steve Crozen in fifth. Transponder's looking good. Here we go. And we are clean and green. All right, it's Anthony showing the way, dropping a 5.92 last time by, coming off turn 4. Michael Todd behind him by 1.5. Chris Bradley 8/10. Oh, we got a couple cars tangled up here, and they're back underway. That's Coleman down there. Okay, I can't see that far. It's so dark out. And Chris Bradley, new fast lap, 6:05. Back 6/10 in third. Allen behind him by a lap, just dropped a 6:43. New fast lap for him. And I think Steve has pulled it off. I don't got a transponder count on him anymore. $130 down, $230 to go. Close battle between Michael and Chris. It was 3/10. Now they're running nose and tail down the back straightaway. The blue and white versus the yellow and blue. Brad Mallon, another new fast lap, 6:23. Halfway, drivers, halfway. Oh, we got a kerfuffle between our leader in third place. That's going to allow Michael Todd to catch up here to our leader. "90 seconds to go. Tracks is modified. It's about your time to shine. Come on down." Boys clocking the laps up here pretty quickly. Another new fast lap for Michael Todd, a 5.93 last time by. He's back in second by 4.3 seconds. Chris Bradley trying to run him down here. He's behind him by 4.6. Mallon back a lap and change in fourth, hoping for a little problem out of the other three. 20 seconds to go. Find your leader coming off turn 4 in that blue and green. Oh, Michael Todd sideways off of 2, almost put it in the drink. Like Anthony might get one more lap here. Out on a victory lap. When you cross the line, you are done. Oh, man. Wow. Shut it down, shut it down. Anthony Smothers taking that one, 41.407. Michael Todd with 40 laps in second. Chris Bradley, 39 laps in third. And Brad Mallon with 37 laps in fourth. All right, boys and girls, we're going to need a couple extra marshals for this one. We should have Anthony out there, Michael, Chris, Brad. Everybody should be out there for this one. No problem. Should have 5 marshals out there. We're going to need all 5. Need 3 in the infield, 2 on the outfield. All right, just looking for a check-in from Coleman and Wags. And I need my other marshals out there. I got Chris and Michael Todd. I need Mr. Smothers, Brad, and Steve out there, please. All right, drivers, bring them up speed. You got 110 to turn and burn. Oh, somebody's already upside down. That's Ed Fuelis. Mr. Brad's helping us down at the far end. Appreciate it. I know Brad's supposed to be out there. All right, where's Mr. Smothers at? And Mr. Steve. Let's get Mr. Smothers down in the infield if we can. Covering front and back straight. Yeah, in the infield center. I want you covering front and back straight. One of our super marshals out there. And we get Mr. Steve down here at the south end or a volunteer for him. Either way, I need a body in the corner. And looks like got one. Thank you, sir. All right, drivers, this is your Traxxas Modified A main, your top qualifier. 36 laps, 406. Mr. Ed Fuelis is going to lead us off, followed by Mike Raines in second, Deacon Quanstrom third, David Ponder in fourth, David Coleman fifth, and Jason Wagner in sixth. Transponders looking good, guys. We're going to go one more time, gentlemen. Four minutes on that clock. Here we go. And we are clean and green. Oh, we got a little kerfuffle in 2. Go high through 1 and 2, high through 1 and 2. Now low through 1 and 2. And we're back underway. Couple guys getting tangled up there and then doing the sportsmanship thing and getting it sorted back out. We can't find our leader, Ed Fulis, in the all-white, showing the way. Mike Raines trying to run him down here. Mike's got the flag on the back of his car. Coleman sideways right in front of second place. Ponder in third, Wags in fourth, hot on his tail, making the pass now for that third spot. Ponder fighting back down low. Ponder in the all blue, Wags right in front of him. Oh, he was sideways in 3 and they touch. Deacon 8/10 behind him in 5th, and Coleman back 1.2 in the red and white. Coleman throwing a hip check on your leader here. Oh, your leader bounces off the turn 1 pipe. Going deep into 3 now. Mike Raines battling out here for the lead. Now Mike in the lead. And bouncing off the wall here. These boys going to hammer down on this one. And a good check up there from Raines, driving it smart. Wags hot on her tail. It's a 3-car battle for the lead. Oh, Mike Raines upside down. Or no, was that Wags? That was Wags. And Coleman all the way up to 3rd from last in like 3 laps. Whole field is separated by about a lap here. It's Deacon, Ed, Coleman, Wags, Raines, and Ponder. Deacon's that dark car with the fluorescent yellow outline. Coming through 3 and 4. It's got the green rims on it. The green mud plugs, however you want to call it. Caution in 2. It's Deacon by just under 2.5 over Fulis. Coleman back half a second, now 2/10. Wags behind him by 2/10. And the new fast lap of race, a 6:17. Wags taking over that 3rd spot now. Raines back half a second to 5th. Ponder behind him by 2.3. These guys are about a lap apart here, maybe a little over than that. Novice races, you're up next. We'll get you your transponders at the end of this one. No rush, no rush. We're going to blow the track off for you guys, too. Caution 3, go high through 3, high through 3. Oh, Wags piped it. He's still holding on to 3rd by less than a 10th over Coleman. Oh, no, Raines spins it out. It's Ponder to 4th now. Coleman to 5th. Raines in 6th. Deacon showing the way. Wags up to 2nd. Fulis in 3rd. Battle coming down through 1 and 2, and they get tangled up with Coleman. I think everybody's had a chance at the lead here this entire race. 25 seconds. Who's it going to be? It's Deacon, Wags. And it looks like it's Deacon out front by 5.5 seconds now. Ponder back 2.6 in 3rd. Fulis 1.5. Raines 1.2 in 5th. 5 seconds to go. Coleman back almost a whole lap in 6th. Race it to the line. Looking for 3 more. And shut it down. Wow, what a race. Deacon Quanstrom coming from the 3rd spot. 36 laps, 4:06 to take the victory. Jason Wagner with 35 laps and from 6th spot to take 2nd. Dave Ponder in 3rd with from the 4th spot with a 34 lap run. Fulis with 34 laps. Raines with 34 laps, and Coleman with 33 laps. What a race, guys. What a race. All right, guys. We're going to pause for the cause here. We got to blow off the track. Novice, come get your transponders. All right. This race is John, Ben, James, Dave, Ryan, and our bump ups, Eric and Boo. Does anybody else need a transponder? All right, drivers, cross line once and park the car, please. All right, everybody stop. Everybody stop. John Posey, and only John Posey, check in for me. All right, Ben Posey. James Curra. Dave. Mr. Ryan, start following him. Mr. Eric, start following him. And Mr. Boo. Again, since we hand out some transponders, some of them are popping up under, thankfully, correct names this time. All right, where are marshals at? We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get one more out there, please, in the infield. Help this one out. This is our big show of the night. It's our Novice A main. Drivers, bring them up to speed. You got 140 to turn and burn. All right, you got the Bassmaster tuning in on there. You stopped by for a while and went home to watch online. Thank you, Mr. Casey. All right, if you're watching online, you need to try to pick the winner in this one. This one's going to be what we call P New Red X tonight. I need Ed or a volunteer for Ed out in the infield. We need a third in the infield, please. One of our super marshals would be great. Oh, Mr. Chris is going to do it. Thank you, sir. Once again, you're covering front and back straight. All right, drivers, this is your Novice A main. Great crowd of novice tonight. First, I want to thank all of you for coming out. You guys made my day. It was awesome to see that heat sheet stacked with novice drivers. Been a challenging day to keep moisture in the track and not having to water it on and off all day. You guys done great so far. Let's have an awesome A main here. You're definitely not going to win it on the first lap, but you certainly can lose it there. So let's keep it clean. Mr. Brian Hopkins tuning in, calling for John Posey to take this one. We shall see. All right, your top qualifier, 32 laps. 4:04, Mr. John Posey going to lead us off here, followed by Ben Posey in second, James Curra third, Dave Castro fourth, Ryan Posey fifth, Eric Crozen in sixth, and Boo Posey in seventh. All right, let's catch it up, guys. Catch it up. All right, drivers, 4 minutes on the clock. Here we go. False start, false start. Slow it down, guys, slow it down. Let's get them back in order. Once again, John, Ben, James, Dave, Ryan, Eric, and Boo. Same order. All right, things are looking better here. All right, John, pick the pace just a little bit. Here we go. And we are clean and green. Everybody on the clock. Ooh, oh, Dave bouncing off Eric and going in the infield. Plenty of time, though. All right, at the line is John, James, Ben, Ryan, Eric, Boo, and Dave. Oh, Dave getting wild out there. You got to calm it down just a little bit. Caution off of 4, stay high off of 4. Great job from our marshals. And Dave throwing a little subconscious elbow at Eric.
Left.
Go high in a 3, drivers. And we're clear. Caution in 2, caution in 2. And we're clear. And drivers, you got to roll into it. You got to stay in that middle groove there. It's 8 feet wide. There's plenty of track out there. Got to calm down. It's John out front by a lap and change at the line over Ben. James in 3rd. Ryan back second and change. In 4th, that's a battle for the podium here tonight. Eric 6 seconds back in 5th. Dave lap and change in 6th. And Boo rounding out the field here. Just past halfway, drivers. Plenty of time in this one. Eric going deep into 3 and 4. Thinking about having a beach day tomorrow, it looks like. Oh no, Dave's got some problems there. Not sure if that can be fixed. The tire came off the rim. Uh-oh. Oh, he got one in turn 2 in the infield, and that looks like Boo. Poor Dave. Coming up a little short tonight. I don't know if the tire came off the rim or something else, but we'll get it sorted out here with 1:05 to go. Oh no, looks like one is out. That might have been Ryan. 30 seconds to go, drivers. 30 seconds to go. It's John, Ben, James. They might be on the podium tonight unless they fail to finish here. Eric trying to run them all down. He's back 2 laps and change. Ryan was in 5th. Like he is out. Boo's got to get a couple more laps in here to take over that 5th spot. Oh, Eric puts it in the drink. That is time you cross line, you are done. Ben is done. James is done. Boo is done. Eric's done. Looking for John and shut it down. John Posey taking that one. 35.405. Ben with 32 laps. James with 32 laps. That's your podium there. Eric Crozen in 4th with 29, Ryan with 22, and Boo with 22, and Dave out after 15. All right, I want to thank all our live stream viewers for tuning in. We will catch you Thursday for Thursday Night Thunder. We're going to get into our podium ceremonies where we give out all our goodies here in just a moment. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you then. All right, novice drivers, we're going to have everybody up there for a group photo when it's your time, but on the podium will be those three that just took it.